following thoughts, opinions, and outlandish takes from the hosts are for entertainment purposes only. Sometimes we joke. Sometimes we get passionate. Sometimes we get loud. And yes, sometimes we might even get it wrong. But at the end of the day, we're just talking. Don't take us serious. We are trained talkers with zero accountability. Enjoy the show. Heavy as the Head podcast.
Yo, hey, I'm back, and it is episode 23, Heavy as the Head podcast.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with the man, Cognac P to my right.
Yes, sir.
Avion Prime.
That's the Prime in the
back
building.
hosting for y'all today. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, tap
follow.
in, comment, man. The comments. I see y'all out there, man. It's been getting pretty good, man. First, we just had the haters. Now we got people that mess
just
with
really
us.
rocking with us, for sure.
Appreciate y'all, all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all.
We love all of y'all.
Let's get started, man. Crown or clown? Oh nope. Let's really get started, man.
You jumping the gun, man? Yeah, you know how we do, man. We gotta take our shot.
Man.
Yeah, you know if you're at the crib, you know what to do. Take it one with us. You know what to do.
All right, let's get it going. Ooh. Crown or clown. 50 Cent back.
50
Ja
Cent.
Rule, Busta Rhymes, and Timberland set to perform at Trump Jr.'s exclusive DC club on the eve of America's 250th anniversary. It is a political type of event. 50 Cent in particular has been approached before by Trump to perform at his inauguration. He turned it down. But this time it sounds like a lot of these hip-hop stars are signing up to be a part of this, man. Crown or clown, these guys performing for Trump Jr. and Trump administration.
I had to look at that shit, be honest with you. I'm just looking at it right now. It's clown. I guess if that's their political view, cool with them, but I'm a clown it because I feel like, hey, man, you got people that look up to you that's not rocking with that. Yeah. So it's like you got to remember your supporters and who's supporting you, and they ain't gonna rock with that. So especially like 50's supposed to have his ears to the streets. He put all them TV shows out. Man, come on, man, they ain't rocking with that shit.
Yeah.
Definitely a clown. And I'm surprised Ja Rule even signed up to do some shit with 50. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was looking at too. I was like, damn, it could be some other shit going on with that.
50 probably trolling or something. I don't know how Ja Rule gonna survive that, but it's some clown shit. I ain't rocking with that.
Yeah, man. I feel the same way. And then 50 Cent to back out initially, and then now to do it now, like what the money changed? Yeah. But me personally, man, no, if that's not what you about, then you stay down on your side that you want. So that's some clown shit for me, man.
Especially you got fans. Like you gotta look at your fans too, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna alienate your fans over,
That's what I say, yeah, your people, man. That's what you got big off of, those people that follow you. And you got like a lot of people getting backlash right now for the, supporting Trump. And they're not obligated to.
They're not definitely obligated.
When you say, "Oh no, I'm not going to do that because I'm into politics," 50 Cent says this, and then you go out and do it, then that's when you got that conflicting view. So clown it is.
Yeah.
All right, second crown or clown. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are reported to be getting married in New York this weekend. It's my understanding that they are blocking off several streets in New York and are setting up tents and canopies to prevent people from viewing. Is this too much, man?
Too much, man. Come on. They doing a 3 days, shutting down the whole
it's like
Madison Square,
days,
3 blocks. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
They doing like, you know how crazy New York is. Niggas got to find other ways around it.
I know.
That's definitely clown shit, man. Y'all too rich. I understand. Y'all could have given somewhere. Y'all could go destination, but y'all got all rich friends. Everybody can make it anywhere y'all want to go, but y'all want to shut down
New York
prime day for 3 days.
Madison Square.
Come on, man. Madison Square, 3 blocks. People got to make moves, and New York already crazy with the traffic.
Yeah. They said they shutting the country down.
Yeah, man. The hope the Knicks fans don't come out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them Knicks fans. It's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I feel the same way, man. I read it. I know there are 2 famous people, Taylor Swift being super famous, but it just seemed like overkill, man. Like she moving like she the president.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The king of England and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's clown shit.
Like,
I feel like, come on, y'all too rich to inconvenience regular folks like that.
They moving crazy, man. But support to them. Shout out to them, man, because they got the money to do it. But for the people there,
congratulations on getting married, the marriage and all that whole 9 yards. But go ahead.
That's just crazy.
Go out the country, man. Y'all too rich. Everybody y'all invited can fly.
So we locked in on clowns for that too.
Clown.
Damn, double up on the clown.
Another one,
man. All right, let's see where we go with this one. It's Stephen A. Smith, another person that pops up on this show a lot, says that the Lakers can't win with 3 white dudes. This ain't golf. Has a lot of people talking about, and what he's referring to is they signed Austin Reeves to another contract. They got Luka Doncic, and then their third player is going to be Walker Kessler from Utah that they just picked up. We'll talk a little bit more about the trades and stuff in the sports later, man. But Stephen A. going off and saying this ain't golf, man, and 3 white dudes can't win it. Got people talking, saying that, racist remarks, and they don't want him to be on major platforms like ESPN and stuff like that. Crown or Clown, was this a bad take or a bad way to kind of say what he was thinking?
Yes. And how Stephen A. come at other like black journalists and other people, even white journalists sometimes, like they waiting for you to slip up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the golf or, you know what I'm saying, like the 60 Celtics or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's a lot to it, but he was definitely putting it on the fact that they were white.
I understand that, like
that they couldn't win.
Yeah, it's like it ain't hockey or whatever, you know what I'm saying, with an all white lineup or soccer or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But and we all know that, like
yeah, I think
may not, but that is crazy to say, you know what I'm saying? Especially this climate. They were looking for you to Stephen A. Smith. They've been aiming shooting at you for a while, trying to get you.
Yeah,
and you kept your nose clean, but this is a little chink in your armor. You know, you shouldn't have said that. I know you try to be on your little podcast, dude. You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm all for saying what you got to say and everything else like that. I think he toes the line very well. He said remarks like this plenty of times that gets people talking like we're talking about it now. And he does it just good enough so that he doesn't get fired to me. Like he said other stuff about different political and social things. And we all talk about him and the way he brings them up. But at the end of the day, he keeps his job, man.
He do.
I don't think he said anything inherently like vulgar, like disrespectful to, I mean, it's disrespectful to white people to say that, just because we're white, we can't win. But I think what he's trying to say is that they just don't have that elite star. That they don't have an
Luka,
elite
you know what I'm
star
saying? But
to really win it, he just used, to me, the wrong attributes to describe why they're not a big elite top 3. It ain't because they're not white. You know what I mean? I mean, because they're white. It's just because they're just not. Offense, defense matters.
In this day and age, you just look at it like basketball is a black man sport. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it's rare air to see an all white starting 5. That might not even be the starting 5. You know what I'm saying? Because that number, the small forward, whatever his name is,
Kessler.
Not Kessler. That's the center.
You talking about Austin Reeves?
Austin Reeves, the 2. It's like start like a K or something. That's how I think it's a second year, maybe third year. Anyway, like he may not even start. They still got Vando. They still got some. They may sign Rui. It ain't over, but I doubt they will roll out. I highly doubt they roll out.
I mean, they got to have a 3 out there because Luka's contract is major. Austin Reeves' contract is $185 million, 4 years. Kessler's contract is $130 million, 4 years. These guys ain't riding the bench.
Oh yeah, for sure. Them 3 gonna start. You don't have them 3 out there, but like Jake Larva, whatever his name is, I don't remember him, and Sendero, whatever his name for the Raptors. Like them 2 guys, they might not even start.
They might not. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You got they signed Colin Saxton. He may squeeze his way out there. They may slide Austin to the 3. Colin Saxton may be out there.
Yeah, you know Saxton can guard 2s too, so Austin can go to the 3.
Yeah, they got they signed some other people. They signed what's that boy, Grimes, from Quentin Grimes from the 76ers. He may slide out there for the 2. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, man. I think we agree that the team isn't built to win.
Oh hell no,
a title. But I think that given his platform, he's not on the black culture platform.
Because people already look at him shaky. You know what I'm saying? But it's because he just said that because the white people be looking at it because he be going against Trump. He say all this other stuff and then like against Trump and all that stuff. So white people are looking to get him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say like you got to be careful what you say, especially when you start tiptoeing your feet in politics. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for you. Black people don't give a fuck you said that because we
I think we all saying the same thing. Like I don't think from the black culture,
but it's like
anybody
white folks
is but they in fear of him losing his job.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna lose his job.
White America.
You just don't get the white folks on ammunition to try to get you out.
Right. I think that's where most of it is coming from. Not that the black culture disagrees that the team isn't built to win a championship.
trash,
It's just
so.
like the way he's saying is so reckless that like, man, has he lost his mind? Is he gonna lose his job?
Yeah, he must have been sipping or something.
Yeah. Might have been.
Got
I
too
think it was on
loose.
his own
Yeah, his
podcast, too. Yeah,
podcast, you can say what you want to. You know what I'm
drinking,
saying?
you know what I mean? Just living like heavy as the head, man.
Hell
out
yeah.
there, saying
Shout
what
out
you
Stephen
want.
A, man. A lot of people be at your head, but shout out Stephen A.
Shout out to Stephen A. All right, man. Let's keep it sports, man. Get into some of these topics. We already talked about it a little bit, but the Lakers, they did indeed sign Austin Reeves to a 4-year, $185 million contract. Accompanied with Walker Kessler from Utah. They signed him $130 million 4 years. And then the big news came that LeBron decided not to return to the Lakers. Man, what are your thoughts? There's a big change going on in LA.
Hey, man, like you said, LeBron was seen a writing on the wall.
They was talking about signing Kessler. He was like,
I'm up out of here, man. Fuck that. He left Bronny out to dry because he going to be gone. When they, you know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Is Bronny locked in the contract?
I think he was on a 2-way.
Mm-hmm.
So, shit, they may cut his ass. I would. Fuck your son here. If I was him, I'm cutting him. Cut.
Yeah,
it's like if I was a Milwaukee Bucks, this nigga, they ain't re-signed Anna Cooper brothers, and Pat Riley said he ain't picking them up. As soon as you sign with another team, Bronny is cut.
The experiment is over.
Experiment. Ain't playing no games, favors over here. Get up out of here. He ain't getting no PT. But yeah, he's in the writing on the wall. Like, I guess like they wasn't making no moves. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I don't like about LeBron is he dragging his feet. Like, you up there, I want to see what's team gauging. I feel like you dragging your feet too much to pick your team. Pick your team so they can go around and pick up some other pieces to help for a championship. You waiting to the last minute because I know you like all the attention on you and shit. You a attention seeker. Then
So
like the team you go
decision.
to now, now we can't pick no players because all the good players gone. Shit, we waiting for the last minute. Now we got to pick D-tier players to try to fill these voids, and now you mad again because we can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he need pieces around him, so hopefully
Niggas ain't waiting. Sixers made moves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they look good.
The Sixers do look pretty strong now.
I've been wanting the Philly jersey too.
Damn, you switch up quick. You was just on New York, dog.
Hey, man. Hey.
You just was on New York.
Man. I've been wanting a Philly jersey.
You ain't even get the Brunson jersey.
I want
yet.
the old school Philly jersey, the AI version, man. I wasn't never getting the Brunson jersey.
You wasn't?
Nah, hell.
What was you
nah.
getting? You was getting a cat jersey.
A cat, a cat or an OG.
You hear this man talking about he was getting a cat jersey?
Yeah, man.
That's
I'm getting
wild,
the cat, the big purr jersey, nigga.
Big purr. You heard this man?
The big purr or Patrick Ewing shit. I'm gonna get Latrell Sprewell. I'm getting Latrell Sprewell be choking out coaches and shit. I'm getting that.
That's Bernie Maxwell, dog.
I'm getting a trail. Like, I like the nigga choking out coaches and shit. But yeah, like I just feel like LeBron, like pick a team. Stop bullshitting on people. You ain't 20, 30 year old. You 42 years old.
True.
Nigga, you ain't you still good, but you 42.
Yeah.
Come on, nigga. I wouldn't if I was GM, I ain't waiting for your ass, nigga. You 42.
Is it a team right now that without many trades you see LeBron fitting in the best? I know you're about to say the Warriors. Damn, I can't even say
Golden
that
State, boy,
man.
with Curry. We're gonna be at the Bloods and Crip, nigga. We have to hang up our beef.
Who else besides Curry on the team? Because Draymond can't do shit. Draymond can't do
Fuck
shit, man.
Kristoff, Porzingis.
Oh, that rookie y'all got.
Oh yeah, my boy.
Yeah.
And I am not a Michigan fan, but I like him.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he would have to go to a team that's got some pieces.
76ers said they trying to get him too.
76ers.
Now, if LeBron go to the Sixers, come on, do we put an asterisk next to that nigga if he win a ring? We talked about KD. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to see what role he play, but I kind of would.
It don't even matter if he go to Golden State and he fuck around and win. Do we put an asterisk next to that name?
Not really.
Why not?
Golden State only got one other player.
It'll be a 6 ring. He gonna be trying to say like I got my 6 ring. I'm tired
it
with
won't
Jordan
be his
and shit.
5th one.
Oh, he got 4 or 5.
4. He only got 4.
He got
man.
one with Cleveland.
He ain't got no more than Kobe.
2
he got
with
4.
Miami.
Though.
You right. 1 with LA.
Yeah,
you right. He got 4. So he be tied with Kobe. You right.
Yeah.
Correct. So we got to put an asterisk next to that nigga name. I know they.
If he won with Curry old as fuck too.
True.
They don't have Clay no more.
Clay.
Draymond old as fuck too.
Clay can barely throw it in the basket anymore.
Right. So it'd be LeBron and Curry. Who else is really going to pull in the team?
Though, like,
if they won it all with just Curry and LeBron,
come on, but
you can't really ask.
But you have to go Jordan Curry to win. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to. I think they got it set up to where they could trade. They signed Kristoff KP. But they could trade him right now too. Like they could trade him right after they sign him. So they're trying to get AD there. So if they get AD, LeBron, and Curry, I'm getting an asterisk. You get an asterisk next to that one.
If they had AD, LeBron, and Curry,
I let the Mickey Mouse ring slide, but you get an asterisk next to this one, nigga.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends on how much he is being dependent on, like what his stats look like. If he in the 20,
if he 20, his no like
if he averaging like 20. And then, he playing like 25 minutes or something reduced or something like that.
20, yeah.
I guess you could put it ain't like he led the team. I could say that. It ain't like he led the team.
Him and Curry going to take turns. You got AD.
If they won.
Get a healthy AD.
But if they won it, though, even with the AD on the team, if they won it, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong.
Asterisk, bro. You got to get that nigga asterisk. Come on, man.
AD ain't going to give you but 40 games?
If you get him healthy, though. If you get the double AD. Only reason they got that because they had like a month off, 2 months off, and they had a chance to rest.
He's gonna get you 30 for like 40 games, and he probably gonna be out half the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
your backup center.
They got Al Horford.
Y'all still got what's the name at the center position?
They got Al Horford.
Oh okay. What was your Clooney? Y'all got Clooney.
Looney went to Pelicans and got cut.
Oh man, y'all gonna have to depend on him if you get
Loon
AD.
Cut. We got
whoever
Big
y'all back
Al,
up,
man.
whoever y'all back up.
Big Al.
If y'all get AD.
Big Al 42. Shit.
Oh niggas, man.
Hey, LeBron could pay the 5. He played 5 a couple of times this season.
Yeah, ain't gonna win like that though.
No, we definitely ain't gonna win because LeBron ain't gonna play back to back. His feet fucked up.
Yeah.
Curry knees.
Curry getting old too, man.
Jimmy out half the season. Jimmy supposed to, if they don't trade Jimmy supposed to come back half the season.
Draymond gonna get teched out before the playoffs start. I mean,
he played what he want to. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like 76ers is definitely gonna be the team to watch.
Man. 76ers, man. Agreed to Jaylen Brown from the Celtics for Paul George and 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, man. Obviously, Celtics got the bad end of the stick.
Definitely, man. I don't know what. They five-brass defense.
They gave up Paul George.
They got,
They could have got a better piece. They could have got, it's like if they were going to go into a rebuilding stage, they should have got the young dude, which I don't even know how to say his name, so forgive me, but the 2 guard that they got that's been playing along with Maxey, the rookie.
VJ,
yeah. They should have.
I think they took him off. They tried to.
They tried to get him, but they didn't get him. But I'm like, don't get a Paul. If you rebuilding, Paul George is useless.
Useless.
Like you could have got the young fella and the 2 picks and built around him with the picks that was coming in.
Yeah, you got a clear number 2.
Yeah,
clear like that. Nigga know he gonna be number 2. Like,
right. You paying what you paying for Paul George. You could have been paying for dude
cheaper
and getting more picks. And building something. But now you got Paul George who you're going to have to get rid of because he going to want too much money and he ain't worth it.
He ain't worth it. He don't stay healthy.
He ain't worth it, yeah.
Some games he
exactly. He ain't going to be playing half the game. It's going to be Tatum out there by himself.
That's what they wanted.
Him and my man that I picked up in my draft.
Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, my whole team going to be out there, man. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White going to be out there.
But yeah, man, that's what they wanted. Because they clearly, like, Jaylen Brown never officially asked for a trade.
That shit crazy.
Never officially. Like, so I don't understand what's going on. Like, they golden boy Jayson Tatum, and be honest with you, man, Jayson Tatum to me ain't the best. I know y'all Boston fans love him for some reason. I try to crucify Steve Kerr for not playing that man during the Olympics, and he was playing like trash. He didn't deserve to play.
Nah. He just ain't. He take too many ill-advised jumpers. When he own, don't get me wrong, when he own how tall he is and everything, his high release, it's hard to stop him.
Yeah, when he own.
But the bad shots that he takes when he not on is ill-advised to me.
I feel like he forces himself sometimes to be like, I'm the number one. I'm forcing myself. I want to be Kobe so bad. He want to force himself. And like,
it just be haymaker.
Be you. Just be you.
Yeah.
Use and everybody quotes when you win a championship. Just be Jayson Tatum.
Yeah.
And like, I like Jaylen Brown game better. Like 2-way menace.
Better defender.
You know what I'm saying?
Takes better shots. I mean, they take about the same amount of shots per game, but Jaylen Brown takes the better quality shots. He can get to the basket a little bit better.
Yeah.
He gets better into the mid-range game.
Post game better.
But yeah, Tatum, you give him the green light and he hot. Don't get me wrong, he on fire.
Yeah.
But you put a good defender on him and you slow him down in the first quarter, second quarter, you don't got to worry about him.
And I feel like he going to realize, like, damn, you don't realize how much gravity Jaylen Brown helped. He going to realize, like, Jaylen Brown helped.
Yeah.
Now I rely on Peyton Pritchard and Derek White and Paul George if he decide to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he can play.
Paul George be shooting haymakers too.
Playoff P or
Paul George be shooting haymakers too, man. Like, it's going to be 2 step back, 3-point shooting niggas out there.
You can see, like, you traded a man that Y'all was supposed to be tanking that year, and that nigga took y'all to number 2 seed.
Yeah, they was mad about that.
Y'all is supposed to
They was
tank. Y'all
supposed to
supposed to get a
tank.
good draft.
They
a good
said
draft
Tatum
pick.
out. We about to
We
tank this bitch.
We trade let go hell for
Yeah.
go. We trading people away. We gonna tank. Jaylen Brown, hell no, nigga. We going number 2 seed.
Number
And
2 seed.
That's probably why they was pissed at that nigga. Like,
They
nigga, we supposed to
said,
lose.
we supposed to been tanking this bitch. We know we
Yeah.
wasn't about to beat the
We
Pistons.
supposed to get
or
a
the
high
Knicks.
draft pick.
He
And we
said,
went to the
"Nah,
first
I
round
don't
and
do that."
lost.
He said, I don't do that. I don't do that tanking
I
shit.
don't do tanking.
Tatum came back. He said, shit.
Trying to
I don't give a
overcompensate
fuck.
and fucked up the rhythm. They should have kept him out.
Yeah. He said, I do this.
But yeah, they got that nigga for a bag of chips. They fleeced.
Yeah, man. 76ers, they the top dogs? Or is it
Out
the
the
Knicks
East.
still?
Out
In
the
the East.
East,
In the
yes.
East. Yeah, in the East.
Yes, compared to the Knicks. The Knicks lost Mitchell Robinson. They lost who they lost? That's it. It's Mitchell Robinson. They lost their other backup center. Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson is a key player.
Key piece.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else because I didn't see. I know they signed Jose Alvarado back.
Yeah, I
Jordan
saw that.
Clarkson gone, but he wasn't really shit. They resigned
No, he didn't
Shamit.
really play.
But they lost Mitchell Robinson, you know, the engine. You know what I'm saying? That man came in and spelled cat when getting
Yeah.
foul trouble,
Yeah.
rebounding machine crazy.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, them rebounds and stuff,
But
man.
now-
Covering the floor, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Philly is gonna be like the favorite, odds favorite. Like I said, with
If
Jada-
Embiid stay healthy, because
If he stay
that's a big part
then
of
they
it,
gonna
man.
stay off the flow.
If
Stay
he,
off off the ground.
if he can stay off and stay healthy, man, they will be a team to reckon with. If he can play about 30 minutes, 30, 35 minutes a game and stay healthy, I think they are probably the favorite in the East, especially with what I'm about to talk about next, the Pistons, with the trades and stuff that they made. I think it's clear that the Sixers and the Knicks would be the 2 strongest teams in the East.
Yes, definitely. Another thing I forgot to bring up about this Jaylen Brown thing, man. Like people, it was today I seen like I guess execs going around the league saying Jaylen Brown like had a disease. I guess and they disease call him too smart. Like what kind of shit is that? Like I know they used
put
to,
that on a black player. I feel like
yeah, like come on, like no, you normally
Tom
get the,
Brady was smart. You know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of other
See, normally
players
you get the
that
niggas
people
that's
say.
dumb or arrogant or like too loud or don't know nothing. But
Mhm.
now you got a smart nigga that like MIT. Like Jaylen Brown is really a smart guy.
Yeah.
Now he too smart for his own good. Like, oh, I don't like this nigga. He know what he talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I like a
Yeah.
I like a nigga that don't like a John Morant don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
They only say that when a
That can't-
person is
can't
black
say
and
equivalent.
acting like that.
You know
I
what
feel
I'm
like it's
I like
only being
Edwards,
said
LaMelo Ball.
when a person is black and they say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
same
he's
thing
too,
with
he
cocky,
too smart."
arrogant, like,
yeah, he arrogant
shit,
or something like that because he's
They
smart.
call
and
Tom
black.
Brady. Oh, that's confidence. I like that fire. Lamar Jackson. Oh, that's cocky. That's nigga. He arrogant. Shooter. Sador Sanders.
That's funny.
Shador, man. That's
Yeah.
arrogant. I don't like it, man. That's cocky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the white players, they get that praise. I like that
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit, man. Too smart. I don't like that. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I don't know how it was coming off and how he was delivering it, man, but I just feel like the label of, not being able to be controlled or not being able to be listened to or thought he was too smart, like all that, it just seems like I've never heard it being towards anybody other than the black players. Jaylen Brown doesn't come off he come off pretty well spoken. He does come off confident, but like who doesn't? Like that's what I'm saying. Who doesn't come off confident when they're in that position? Like I said, Tom Brady to me comes off with the same sort of confidence. I wouldn't even call it arrogance.
Jordan come off with that. LeBron come off with that.
All the great players come off with like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, you are the coach. Yeah, you are a GM. But I'm pretty well suited to know what this sport needs to win, and I'm gonna say what I have to say. You know what I mean?
They don't even got to be sports. Anybody that's top in their field, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be confident.
that's what I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
be cocky.
Like,
I know what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I have a right to speak. You know what I mean? Y'all do what y'all do your part, but I'm here too to say what I gotta
the reason
say.
I'm here, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't just shut up and dribble. I talk. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like any type of black person, unfortunately, talking like that gets labeled as a cancer or, they just doing too much, and it's just like,
get them out of here.
As other leaders in the organization, you're supposed to be able to handle strong-minded people.
Low key, JT kind of whack. Tatum whack as fuck too. I'm gonna tell you that because why he didn't stick up for his boy?
He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing about nothing.
Draymond would never let that shit go around Curry.
Tatum don't say nothing about nothing.
But still, this time you speak up for your boy. Like, hey, come on, man. It's like he's staying.
But that's
Dre
Tatum,
would
though.
never let that like.
But that's Tatum, though. Tatum don't say nothing about nothing.
Weak.
But that's why people don't like him too.
You the leader of the team. You gonna let them talking? That's supposed to be your boy. Y'all want like. We ain't gonna never get that's my dog, and you let them just dog pile him on it. Come on, man, hell no. Yeah. And like even when Kuminga got traded, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, and they talking about Kuminga family was stealing food out the locker, stealing food from the cafeteria and shit. Curry like, no, we ain't gonna do that. This what we not gonna do. Bash a player like that. Like Tatum should say like, we ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna do this.
As a
Even
leader,
if y'all gonna trade him, like, no, we ain't gonna talk about him.
As a leader, like, y'all can put that to rest. We was
right.
teammates. We rock. We roll.
Yeah,
now we traded.
We ain't gonna
go our
bash
separate
him.
ways. Like,
if y'all gonna trade him, cool, but we ain't gonna talk about him.
As a leader, that's what you would hope for. But I think that's the thing about Jayson Tatum is that people see that about him. Like, he don't really stand on
that's whack to me.
his principles and stuff like that. But when he do well, you see him all out there, everything else like that. Yeah. But when he not doing well, his head down, he don't really speak up when the pressure's on. He don't really speak up when the pressure's on. He just kind of be emotional about a lot of things.
I know they had to talk to him too, because if I was a starter team and y'all trying to trade my number 2, 1B, I'm like, I'm hold up, man. Hell no.
He probably want it. He probably like, I got it, y'all. You know,
Kobe. We could go. I could do it myself.
You know how Kobe do.
Yeah, I could do Kobe. Shit, Kobe realized he couldn't do it. He needed to fog his all.
You're right. Yeah, you need somebody, man.
Hell no. I wouldn't. I just feel like as a leader of a team, and you did that. You've been in the trenches with LB. Y'all won a championship together. Even like in other levels, college, you've been in the trenches with these players. You should have a level of respect. Like, you know who you need, who you don't need. Like this nigga, the 15 nigga, we get him a go.
Yeah, Finals MVP. He probably Tatum probably don't like that, but like that was Finals MVP.
Steph keep Draymond ass in the league.
He locked up Luka and was putting up buckets.
Yeah.
Like, you need that player.
You need that. Like I said, Steph kept Draymond in the league. Draymond probably been going off that team if it wasn't for Steph. Steph probably behind the door. They probably
like, no, he probably wilding out.
After he punched Poole, after he cussed out KD, they were like, we got to get Draymond out of there. Steph probably like, hell no.
Like, listen, without Draymond, this motherfucker don't work.
This engine ain't gonna roll.
Yeah.
And he put his foot down behind the scene like, you ain't getting rid of him. You get rid of him, you probably got to get rid of him.
Everybody can go. At that point, even me, everybody can go.
And he probably don't do it in public, but he probably definitely told him behind the scene, like, Draymond not going nowhere.
Oh, yeah. For Draymond to be here as long as he's been
and
there.
all the bullshit he did, come on,
all the bullshit he did.
Knocked out Poole, he should have been gone. Cussed out, lost KD, he should have been gone.
Somebody is,
them tradable offenses.
Steph is back there backing him for sure.
For sure. Them tradable offenses. Knocking out Jordan Poole and cussing out KD, ran KD out of there.
KD ran him up out of there.
They kept Draymond over
and
KD.
All the time he be going at it with Kerr. Kerr be like, man, this nigga.
Only Steph wasn't here, nigga. You would gone.
Exactly. Man, the Pistons. Detroit basketball. It was number 1 in the East, man, till the guy ran out of town.
6 seed.
Man, Duren talks about him being on the trading block. Sasser, Stewart, Tobias, bum ass Harris.
Sasser go?
Sasser go, man. I think he went to the Mavericks.
Okay.
Stewart went to I think
Sasser.
Memphis. Harris went to San Antonio. Harris ain't no bum, y'all, but y'all know him at the 4 is just terrible to me. He's a strong 3, but him at the 4 is just
I feel like
too small.
It's kind of stretching.
It was just too small on the Pistons.
He better at the 3, but
he better at the 3. But I just never liked him at the 4. He ain't a bad player. We added Isaiah Joe from OKC and John Collins. Are we still number 1 seed in the East, man? I mean, I know the Knicks is the champs, but
Philly and the Knicks, hell no.
Yeah,
y'all are lucky if he beat the 4th.
I mean, Giannis is in Miami, so
Giannis,
he might not even be.
If he stay healthy, I ain't still.
He stay healthy. You know, pieces are gonna come together over there too.
But yeah, they still gonna make some moves. But like I said, like they let their people go. They left. Like I like John Collins. I feel like he's solid on the championship team. But for the Pistons, that nigga he a live threat. You know what I'm saying? And he can hit a decent 3, but he not.
Yeah, he
Tobias,
ain't. No, he ain't Tobias.
They still
offensively not Tobias. I don't know a lot about his defensive game.
Defensively, he ain't Tobias.
Okay, I don't know a lot about his defensive game. I see him checking more 4s.
Yeah,
than I see him checking 3s and anybody like that. I don't see him getting out and checking the perimeter.
He's forgettable on the court. Like he could get you 20 some games, but because I remember with Atlanta, they traded him because he was supposed to get a big contract because he was playing good, but after that, he just kind of bounced around the league, went to different teams.
Isaiah Joe, I like Isaiah Joe. I feel like he's a good defender, and I feel like he's a consistent shooter. Yeah. So that's a good pickup, man.
I feel like they still ain't got their number 2 star.
But they a big gap at the power forward center position. We lost Stewart, and then we don't have another scorer.
Yeah, nobody
that's like a multi-level scorer because we got like Duncan Robinson, and now we got Isaiah Joe who can shoot on the perimeter. We got Cade.
They let Duncan Robinson go. They kept Hurdle, didn't they?
They let Duncan Robinson
go?
They
let Duncan Robinson go. They kept Hurdle.
Okay. But we don't have multiple 2-level scorers now. We got Cade who can score at, the 3 to the paint. But I just don't see somebody being able to get buckets out there.
Are they going to keep him? The Pistons will not waive Duncan Robinson. Okay. Yeah, but like I said,
Duncan Robinson's limited to me.
Just a shooter.
To a shooter. And now we got really is Cade. Even Sasser was able to get buckets, do a little bit and get to the rack.
They probably think Jenkins or Jennings, whatever my man's that.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about
cheaper.
Dennis or Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins, cheaper than Sasser. You know what I'm saying?
He could score in multiple areas of the game. But I don't know. I just feel like that's not enough, man.
I know free agents still just going on. I know it's only like the second or third day.
Yeah.
But they definitely need a solid number 2. Like Anthony Simons is out there. Like he just got signed to 76ers once again for like 2 years, like $12 million. Come on, man. That's like bag of chip money.
Yeah.
He would have been a solid. I don't know about his defense, but I know he a bucket getter.
Yeah. And that's what the Pistons need.
They could have got him
they need because they gave up some defense. If they lose Duren and they've already lost Stewart.
I don't think they're gonna lose Duren. They wait and see what somebody offer them. They're gonna match it. They don't want to give him the max what they could give. They want to match with somebody else, which is gonna be less than the Pistons. Pistons playing a low game, and low key, I'd be pissed if I was Duren because they can match it. They just can match your offer, and nothing you can do about it.
Right. But he gonna be mad as hell. Like, man, he gonna sign I want the max.
He want the max. He want they max, but just like, no, nigga, go get your own deal. And when you get that deal, we gonna match it. You gonna sign here.
You gonna sign here. Take what we give you.
Take what we give you. It's kind of like, it's kind of fucked up, but it's.
But I had to say this too, though, man. He got to come in this year and show that he really worth whatever he get, man. Because he had an awesome regular season, man, but he had a bad playoff.
Terrible playoff.
Had a bad playoff, man.
Jesus. You let Wendell Carter could damn near outplay you. Come on, Wendell Carter.
Yeah, bad couple of series in the playoffs, and he got to show he got to work on his game. He got to work on his game, man. Like, don't get me wrong, he had incredible talent. He can move well for as big as he is, but he's got to be able to generate some points in different ways.
Bam. You got to get your game like Bam.
Yeah, he's got to be able to generate.
Both are undersized 5. You got to work on your outside game. And I seen some highlights. He can do it.
Yeah, and he was doing it during the regular season. When K went out, he was surprisingly getting buckets, but in different areas of the game. Like, I was just like, this nigga is mobile. This big ass nigga is mobile, but it just went away. And when K came back and we went into the playoffs, it was just like he looked lost at some points out there. I'm just like, man, this ain't the time to be doing that.
Nah, hell no.
But yeah, man, if he wants that money, he's got to be consistent, man. That money don't just come for.
Just like take a smaller contract, bet on yourself. Like,
that's why I said,
give me
like,
1 year. Give me 1 year.
That's why I was thinking, like, he should just be like, okay, they matched, they threw this out there, give it to me for 1 year. I'm gonna come out here, show that I'm the man. They gonna offer now. Next time when I go on the market, people gonna offer me way more. You're gonna have to match that.
Yeah,
or I'm gone.
I was gonna say, give me 1 year. Give me 1 year, 15 million, 20 million or something. Whatever you could get for 1 year.
He young enough to where it's not that big a risk of him getting hurt. And I just feel like if you really want top dollar, you might have to wait 1 more year after what you just did.
Yeah, definitely. And coming here, he should expect. I know his agents should be like, look, dog. I know agents work for him, so they ain't gonna tell him this. But a friend, somebody should tell him, like, bro, you had a terrible playoffs. Like, let's be honest with you. Like, I know you want top, you want what you
want
do,
full max, and it's just like you didn't perform
NBA,
like that.
People pay for what have you done for me lately. And, lately it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
They don't want to invest. You looked horrible.
Our trajectory as the first seed in the East, our trajectory is Eastern Conference Finals or finals.
And we didn't
didn't get anywhere near there, and you played abysmal. We got Cade playing at a phenomenal level. We got these other pieces that's working well. We need somebody in this spot. If we're going to pay you this money, we need you to be at finals level. We need you
to be like a Bam type player.
We need you to be at prime level here. We don't need you to be at, building block. You still trying to figure it out. You looking like a deer in the headlight. We don't need you like that. Like, we rather just take this big chunk of money and put somebody that's ready to go with Cade. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he has to understand. Like, this ain't, we're not in the building stage. We are ready to go.
We was here.
We ready to go now. So,
and low key, I don't know if they would have beat the Spurs, but they
could have beat the Knicks.
They definitely could have beat the Knicks. If it was anybody and had the Knicks whooped on the Spurs, it was anybody.
It could have been, it could have easily been Cade doing what Brunson was doing. You know what I mean? Like, as long as the rest of the team was holding it
As long as the
together,
rest of the team was falling in line, like it
they could have definitely been
I feel like
out
the
there putting up
definitely
buckets.
could have recreated what the Knicks did.
Yeah. It wasn't the Knicks didn't do anything terribly.
They just played together. They were just
They played together. They played hard for 48 minutes, man. They
That
played
was
hard
it.
for
They played
48
together.
minutes because, like, most of the games, like you saw that thing, most of the games that the Spurs ended up losing, they had like 10-point leads or more. You know what I mean? But the Knicks just kept playing.
They played-
Like
kept
every
playing,
game,
played
they just
together,
kept
played their
playing.
heart
Fourth
out.
quarter, Bronson couldn't be stopped.
Kept
They couldn't
chiseling
keep him
away.
off the boards. They
Kept-
couldn't. Like they just kept grinding. The
They
Pistons
know-
could have done something similar.
Yeah, they could have. Role
You
players
know.
hitting key shots at the right minute, so
Mhm.
right time. So.
Pistons could have definitely done something
So I
similar.
feel like
man,
they
but,
definitely took some steps back though, man. We got to see.
But
like,
now, man, it's looking bad for him, man.
let's see what happens, man.
All right, man. We've been doing sports for a minute, man. I'm gonna switch it over really quick to some culture talk, man. BET Awards. They came out with the Living Legend Icon Award for the first time, and they gave it to Lauryn Hill, famous for the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album and just her whole
That's it.
cultural,
It's just
her whole
That's it.
cultural
being a
image
being a professional side chick.
of being R&B and rap artist that kind of just moved in her own empowered woman spirit and changed a lot of thoughts as to how hip hop culture should look in the form of music. Like she just wasn't doing R&B, she just wasn't doing rap. She kind of just did her own thing, and she lived that way. So that she wins the award, man. What do you think, man? Was it the right person for the first time?
No,
Who's why and who's the better fit?
I just feel like, man, like for what was it, Lifetime?
It wasn't Lifetime, man. It was
what
the
was it?
Living
Living
Legend Icon
Legend
Award.
Icon
It
Award.
it
All
wasn't
right.
anything
Living
about
Legend.
Lifetime.
I feel like we built up Lauryn Hill so much to like we think that she's a legend. She only dropped one album, bro.
Why is she not a
Well,
legend?
so she dropped one solo album and she did the other album with the Fugees. You know what I'm saying?
Was the one solo album legendary?
It was legendary, but it's a lot of people that dropped one legendary album too. They dropped
For
multiple
the
legend.
culture, not just legendary. Like 50 Cent's album was legendary. His Get Rich or Die Trying.
Was it for the culture? Or they built it up.
But
for the
was
culture?
it? But was it a cultural?
It's a great album.
Which one?
Her
Her album was culturally
her only one.
crazy.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
was
this
great.
man, I'm trying
But
to
saying, a lot
help
of people
him
got a
not
culture-
get bashed out here.
We
But
got culture. We got a lot of people that drop
Lauryn
cultural
Hill's
albums.
album was undeniably one of the best albums impacting our culture. You know, both musicians and people. Like her album talked about real shit,
It did.
and it did it in the most creative way where you never really thought of a woman just rapping like that. Like, you know what I mean?
The way she
The
can
way
spit.
she did it.
She
The way
spit.
she did it. And she was singing. She did
Mhm.
R&B too.
One
and
time.
and the song was about something. They actually was about cultural issues.
And
You
she
know
was
what I
a-
mean? It wasn't just like,
and
you
she
know,
was and she was a
bubble
side chick.
gum and making money.
And she was a
and,
side chick. I'm gonna put that out there.
but the songs was powerful.
Not again.
Oh,
I'm
you
out
got
there.
it.
I like that. I like
I
that.
bet
Oh
you
man,
do.
not
I
again.
bet you
That's
do.
exactly. That's my
I
tag.
bet you do. I
Hey,
bet
that's
you
thank
do.
you. That's my tag. Oh man, not
I
again.
bet you do.
I love that. Thank you. That's my tag.
I bet you do. But very powerful album, man. But from a cultural standpoint, the Living Legend Icon Award, that kind of sums it up, man.
Hell no.
They don't.
No, she ain't even active. She show up late to her shows. She kind of like give off
Has
this.
black people in it.
She kind of give off Lil Wayne missed his first opening night of his tour. So you know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't give her that. Like,
Okay. So I guess you
like,
disagree.
you can give like I was somebody
That's
like
a
Jay,
legendary album, though, man. Like,
Jay-Z.
I listened to that album
Give it to-
driving back from
give it
Chicago
to Jay-Z. Like
just recently, just
the
in the last couple
braggadocious flow. You know what I'm saying? What he
weeks.
did, like people strive to be Jay-Z. A lot of people strive that be like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you got Drake. I used to want to be on. I'm saying like I'm just being honest.
Drake, though, man.
Now the braggadocious flow. Rick Ross, braggadocious flow. You know what I'm saying? People want to be that business mind. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill work with him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people strive to be what Jay-Z, a rapper turned businessman, drug dealer turned rapper turns businessman. You know what I'm saying? And like a billionaire. It's like that's a living legend. Now that's somebody like an icon. You give it to him, like he may not showed up, but that's like, yeah, that's a living legend. That's an icon. People strive to be that type of person. Man, he got that braggadocious flow, especially when he was coming out, like just making it big pimping. You know what I'm saying? He changed the flow. He went down south and rapped with some Houston niggas. Nobody was doing that at the time. Jay-Z did it. You know what I'm saying? The stuff he rapped about, you know what I'm saying? It's just like he made it pop. You know what I'm saying?
Master
Number ones,
P.
the most number ones at the time. He was a
Yeah.
leading man in hip hop.
Right. I mean, and he influenced the next era when
Definitely.
his flow kind of transitioned to Wayne's breakout album.
Had Lil Wayne almost signed with The Rock for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, I think Jay-Z is definitely in the running for something like that. I would like to see him win that type of award because it's definitely fitting. But it doesn't mean that Lauryn Hill is not fitting for her.
I don't think she deserves it.
I don't see how she's not. She is.
What does she do besides living off that one album?
I don't
The
think
album
it's
is great.
I don't think it's the body
shit,
of
Kendrick
work.
got
I
one
think
of,
she
Good
is.
Kitty, Mad City is a great
Right.
ass album. You know
I don't
what I'm
think
saying?
I don't think it's as culturally impacting as the miseducation of
Hell
Lauryn
no.
Hill.
I could put a questionnaire on probably Twitter or somewhere. Like how many people really listen to that album? Like it is a great album. People love it. I see people.
like-
I see people praising the album. I do.
It's outside of who Lauryn Hill is as a person, because I know we talking about her personally.
One time.
The album itself is highly regarded
It is.
by a lot of people, by musicians of all sorts.
But I'm saying like Live and Let, like give it to LL. He made making ladies music cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's just one thing, but she had all type of cultural, heavily impacting songs that have brought.
Nobody listen
Black
to that
peop-
shit no
I'm-
more.
I disagree. I just listened to it.
That's you. Nobody. LL Cool J still banging.
You just listened to LL Cool J?
Recently, yeah, man. Come on,
When?
man. That Hey Lover or that
I didn't say they bad songs that you recently listened to it.
I'm playing when I leave here.
So no, you didn't recently.
I ain't listen to Lauryn Hill.
But I
damn
did
sure I
though.
listen to
But I
Lauryn Hill.
did though. I just listened to that coming back from Chicago.
Chicago,
Man.
Chicago. But
So-
no, but I feel like that's great. She got it, but I feel like, damn.
I feel like a
I
lot
feel
of
like
people
all the
can win
time
it,
we just
and it's only
giving
one
her
person that
something,
can win it,
off this
man.
one album. She living off this one.
It's a
she-
great album. That's what happened. She won
damn
5
near on her
Grammys.
Andre 3000 shit. Like
That's
hey,
what happened. Kendrick Lamar. You come on
Andre
one great
3000,
album.
like Andre 3000. I love Andre 3000, but they built him up like that too. Shit, that nigga really only would drop what? Love Below.
The Flu album. The Flu
double
album went dope. The Flu.
The double album off Outkast, his only solo. What that solo? But I was out of that.
The Flu album went dope.
Nah, hell nah. But besides that, you know, he got that only one, Love and Below, and that was like kind of he was experimenting singing on that shit. Like besides Outkast's old Outkast career, like
Yeah, I think we get caught up. So like Lil Wayne, for example.
gave it to Lil Wayne. He
But
Better
let me
the whole
hear me
mumble rap
out. I
shit.
think so. Like Lil Wayne, for example. Lil Wayne is a. People gonna kill me. I'm trying to say it in a way that people don't try to kill me. Lil Wayne is a great artist,
I
right?
ain't got
Like
no worries.
just a phenomenal talent and everything else like that. But he's not saying anything much differently
True.
than anybody else has said. Is he saying it in a more creative way? Sure, yeah. I mean, we can all see that, and we all love Lil Wayne for that. Lil Wayne's one of my favorite artists. But he's not saying words-wise, he's not saying anything that we haven't heard art-wise. It's not much different than all of the other
well,
artists.
if you want to
He's
say
just
what he's
saying it
saying, let's go to
different way.
Nas then.
But what I'm saying is Lauryn Hill was saying stuff in her songs and doing it in a more creative way than what we had heard at that time. And it has lasted because you can't go back and play another song and it's saying the type of words that she's saying, like the content
Shit,
that she's
we go back
saying.
to Nas albums. Come on now.
But what I'm saying is it's hard to find that mix anywhere else. It's a unique body of work where you just don't turn on another album and you get that same sort of content and delivery. Lil Wayne, you can turn on.
You ain't get nothing.
A lot
None
of-
of that shit. But Wayne ain't talking about nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. You can turn on Drake and get what Wayne was saying. You can turn on somebody else and get what Wayne was saying. You know what I mean? You can get that
Yeah.
same vibe. You can turn on Rick Ross and get that same vibe. You can turn on this person and get that same vibe, right? Like they're not talking about anything different, and they're not saying it all that differently. They have different cadences and different speeds.
I feel like she living like she's a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? She a woman and she's pioneering. She doing what no other woman
That's what
rapper
I'm
that's
saying.
done
That's what
till
I'm
this day. Because you know
saying.
what woman rapping out now.
That's what I'm saying. You got like Alicia Keys, but she don't really rap. You
She
know what I
don't
mean?
rap.
Like
you got Cardi B and
you got
Megan,
Cardi B.
you
That's
know,
just way different, right? Like you don't have like a Lauryn Hill.
But no, that shit don't sell in this day and age. Who
But
rap?
Lauryn Hill did. That's what I'm saying.
She did.
That's
She did.
crazy
That's when-
because that Lauryn Hill album did
She
crazy
went
numbers.
She went platinum, diamond.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's great, but I'm just saying, like, come on, it's better people we could have chose for this.
It's a lot of people that I think can win the award, but she is deserving of it. Is she the only one? No, but that who she is a living legend. And like, just think about it, dog. Like that album, 20 years from now, we don't have nothing else still to compare it to.
As a female, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a
Maybe
legendary
Queen Latifah.
piece of work. Like it is. It's like a Harry Potter type deal where you just don't have nothing else that you can.
Her shit is cold, but I feel like we just could have went with Jay-Z. Somebody like
Jay-Z, yeah, he got multiple albums.
Cool
Him
J.
as a person and all his career and body of work
he made rap
is a
about
staple
women,
of culture and
making
everything else
women
like
music
that.
cool.
I agree with that.
Will Smith, shit, he brought it to the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Outkast, shit, they made a motherfucking the South be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Unique. Like, all those folks are unique. All those folks are deserving of living legends. Like Andre 3000.
I said Outkast as a group. I didn't say Andre 3000. I love Three Stacks. Like, I think Three Stacks better than Big Boy. But Outkast as a group, they brought like the South got something to say.
Wu-Tang Clan.
The Wu.
Yeah.
I don't like half the niggas in the group, but the Wu was.
But they legendary though, right?
Yeah, they are legendary.
They legendary.
They're pioneers.
Hip hop, all that.
Especially what RZA did for the fellas. You watch the Wu-Tang American Saga on Prime. It's a good ass series.
And it's a lot of, Ice Cube. You can go back to a lot of people. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. And you can keep going back and back, right? Tupac, Biggie. I mean, well, they're not living legends. But I mean, there's a lot of people deserving of the award for sure. But Lauryn Hill is deserving, though.
Hey,
that's why I said
we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one. Shout out Lauryn Hill, but she living off that one album. I feel like we just could have gave it to somebody else. Like, come on, man. She don't even show up to her shows on time.
No, facts, man. We got to agree to disagree. All right, man. What we got on time, man? We had in the fourth quarter. Good. All right. Let's get off this into this question real quick for men. Are men in this era capable of handling the isolation that comes with drawing a hard boundary in relationships? I'm talking about current men, man. I don't know what gen we at now, XYZ, but is current men capable of handling isolation that comes with drawing hard boundaries?
Like, as in, like, all depends their maturity level, to be honest with you. Like, some men can. If they're mature enough, yes, they can. Like, I set this boundary, and that's what I'm rocking with. This is like a hard no for me. I'm not letting it slide. Now I'm going to be getting called sassy and a punk and all that stuff. But some dudes are like, they said it, they don't know how to communicate their boundaries, so they end up going ghost or like acting funny, like they doing it, but they resent doing it. So like that's like a tricky question. Some men can, some men can't. All depends. It really all depends on their maturity level, and if they grow. So like some niggas just don't give a fuck. Like I said, no, good luck. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Oh well. But some men can, like, and it just how they grew up, how they, I guess, like the parents talk to them, and it just all depends how you feel about it.
In this era, I feel like isolation in general is difficult because of social media. And I feel like you try to draw boundaries, but there's so many different ways for people to interact with you, like watching your stories or liking a post, or, like you can say, I ain't gonna call you, but like there's so many other ways for people to try to connect with you that it's hard in just general in this era to draw a real hard disconnect boundary. Like, I ain't messing with you. You know what I mean? Because they can still like you pay, you got to block them, you got to do all this other shit. But you might not be that type of person. You might not want to do all that. You might just be like, I ain't trying to be extra. But I think that's a part of it being a little bit hard, and you used to having all those multiple angles of people reaching out. But then I think, like, man, I feel like because people have always had people around in these multiple ways, you go to school, people know you online, you post something, you get all these likes. When you go to that stage of, setting that boundary, you got to be okay with like posting shit, nobody liking it. You got to be okay with,
and
like,
that's a hard thing.
It's a hard thing for some people to go through.
Yeah.
Go through, like, I shut these niggas off, and now you ain't got no motion. You ain't got no money. Like that.
That's hard, especially in this the social media age. That's a hard pill for any male or female to swallow.
Yeah,
because it's like, I'm used to people liking my posts. I'm used to this, used to that. I used to have all emotions of being a man, and like, set the boundary, like nobody fucking with you.
Set the boundary. You ain't worried about them. You like, yeah, I ain't fucking with these niggas. I ain't hanging out with these people now. Ain't nobody following you. Ain't nobody, responding to your comments and stuff like that. Then like, I feel like for a lot of men that grew up where that was the norm, when they set that boundary, it's harder for them to hold it because they like, oh man, not only am I not talking to dudes on the phone, but like now I ain't getting the same sort of feedback in all these other areas of life. And I think it's harder, especially because like we don't just hang out outside no more. It ain't like you just come out on your block and then you just like, what up, dude? Or you go down the neighbor block, talk on the porch or whatever. Like that's not there either. So like you shut these people out.
That's it.
That's it.
Like you said, there ain't really no personal unless you pulling up on your homeboys. You'll get older. But like back then, our social shit was going outside and the crew hanging out at the
even
light
if you
pole
shut it down on the internet and cut people off on the phone, you still could walk outside to a couple of cats and be like, y'all want to hoop or whatever.
But nowadays, you shut down on the internet, like that's it. Niggas ain't. Shit. They think you just ain't posting shit. They ain't checking for you. And so it's like, and people gotta. I feel like you gotta really be okay with just being by yourself. Like that's something you gotta just be okay with. Like I'm cool with being alone. I'm cool. That's why we talk about them. Like last week we talked about them solo days. You gotta be cool with doing that shit. Like I'm cool with being by myself. I'm cool with not talking to nobody. I'm just happy with my peace, my own self. I know thyself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just gotta be cool with that. Like, but this social media age is just hard in general because you see people all day. I'm deactivating this page. I'm going ghost, and they posted. Next day.
Next day,
because they can't do it. They try to cry for attention. Want somebody, you okay? Call me. No.
They want people to call them off the same. I'm saying I'm not posting anymore. I'm going on social media. They want people to reach out to them and
cry
say,
for attention. It's more of attention than anything. They be still
they're
gonna
call them and everything else like that. And be like, all right, since y'all don't want me to do it, I'm not gonna do it no more. Like, no, you never wanted to really do it.
I'm about to go ghost because they ain't getting attention. Nobody comment on their shit. The next thing you know, they still posting like, your shit still here. You ain't going nowhere. You just crying for attention. Nobody fall for it, and you still on this what's name. So
you be back.
That's
on.
feel like as man, like if you need to set a boundary. Don't let nobody walk over you because they're gonna continue to do it. So,
what about this on boundaries, man? Are we? Because I know my cutoff game is quick. You know what I mean? Like my cutoff game strong or whatever people say nowadays. Are we too impulsive with the boundaries, or do you see people more having a purpose behind the boundaries that they're setting? And that's just in response to my cutoff game this, my cutoff game that. I see a lot of people disconnecting from their families, man. And I'm just wondering, like, is this impulsive? Is this purposeful? Is this getting you to where you want to be at? Is it getting people to where they want to be at? What are you seeing?
I feel like nowadays, especially nowadays, a lot of people going to therapy and stuff. You see, like on the social media, people like, I cut my family off. I cut these people off, blase, because because people started doing a little bit more healing, so they okay with it, cut it off. And shit, I forgot what you saw. I forgot what I was talking about.
Just a cutoff game, man. Like, is it impulsive or is it purposeful?
It's purposeful.
Okay.
I drew a blank quickly, bro.
I got you.
I did, but it's like it's purposeful because like they trying to heal from their trauma, or like a family been walking all over them, they been getting used and stuff, or they girl, whatever. Like you said, going ghost. Like some people like Childish are going ghost because they don't know how to do it, but some people are really like I gotta cut you off. Y'all been using me, abusing me for all these years, and I gotta do this for me, for my mental, for my sanity. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this, and I feel like there's more people to go to therapy. It's more acceptable for therapy, and they are doing it. But back then, like when people just like didn't do it, they like we gotta be a family, we gotta stick together, and they were just letting just keep on happening. Now, but I feel like it's more acceptable to like cut your people off, like and like black people like blood don't make you family, is whatever the bonds or whatever make you family, you know what I'm saying? So
I definitely feel like it is more purposeful. I feel like we are getting more access to therapy. I think we also have access to see other way people are living. Because like I think the one thing when you talk about family dynamics is we used to just endure abuse because that's all we saw.
All we knew.
You know what I mean? In our little block, all of our parents and all of our people just did the same thing. They did all the drinking, smoking, whoopings, and that's all you knew. So you was just to live it and be like, this is just how life is. And then you turned on social media, you start going to school out
You
in
start venturing out to the
Timbuktu,
world
you start
and
going
stuff like,
things, you be
shit,
like,
this ain't
oh,
normal.
damn, you ain't get this shit beat out of you every day,
Your
or
mama-
your mama don't talk to you like this.
She ain't put a credit card in your name when I was
Yeah,
12.
your daddy don't beat you like that. Oh, damn, you know what I mean? So then you go back to those relationships, you like, hold on, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't
normal.
yeah,
You can't
this-
talk
you
to
can't talk to me like this.
you can't
You know what I
walk
mean?
on
Start
me like
standing
this,
up for
yeah.
yourself a little bit more. And I think part of that is setting those boundaries, and that person that was, kind of, overstepping your boundaries and disrespecting you or abusing you, them having to adjust to that, and if they want to stay in that person's life, they got to realize like, I was out of pocket. Even if I was doing this from a,
Bedtime.
hey, shit, the show getting late. Even if I was doing this from a good place, you know what I mean? I got to realize like, what I was doing was out of pocket, So that's what I think of it, man. It is a lot more personal. It is a lot more people just open up their eyes. But we just got to be careful, because if you follow the internet, man, you'll be cutting off everybody for everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can't. You got to take that with your own.
You could go down a very impulsive route if you're not careful.
Yeah, you definitely got to do your own thing. Just don't be cutting off just cut off because you think
Yeah.
everything is this or that. Sometimes it ain't that. You just gotta.
Yeah, real relationships where you close with somebody in the same household or around somebody all the time, it's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
Seeing
no.
somebody once in a blue moon, that's easy.
That's easy because
But-
y'all ain't gonna bump heads. But
Yeah,
you're living
but
with somebody.
Living with somebody, you
Yeah.
got to understand, like, that's not toxic all the time. Some of that is just
some of that is not gaslighting. They not narcissists.
yeah, it's just dealing with somebody through their ups and downs. They go to work, they get tired, they get
gotta
fatigued.
They dealing with life just like you.
They
dealing
got
with life.
tax issues or money issues,
Co-workers,
whatever.
boss on their back.
Co-workers, like
bills.
sometimes if you're around them all the time, you're gonna get them in some of them bad moments.
Mhm.
Like that's just what
That
it
is
is.
true.
You know what I mean? And that's not the people. That's you don't want to just jump and say, "Oh, toxic," and cut them off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you do want to find where those relationships where it is abuse or where it is,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And definitely set your boundaries on those.
For real, I agree.
All right, man. Ask the fellas. Let's close this thing out with Ask the Fellas, Heavy as the Head
sir.
podcast.
We need an
Fellas, I don't
intro
even
to
get a
Ask the
name
Fellas
on
or
this
something.
one. What's up?
We need an intro for Ask the Fellas. Or
Like we
something. I
do,
feel
man.
Like it's just like it
We
was
do,
quiet on
man.
the intro.
We
Hey
do.
man, we DJ
figure it out.
producer, man. We need a
Figure it
what's
out.
the name?
Do we got
maybe
a banner?
maybe a Drake intro or something.
No, we don't need a Drake intro. We got enough ice, man.
Oh man, not again.
Not again.
Oh, God. We ain't got a name on this one, man. Fellas, I'm 26, working a brutal 9 to 5, doing side gigs and building a business. And that's more than 9 to 5.
for real.
I'm never home. And when I am, I'm exhausted. My girl of 3 years just broke down and said she feels single. She needs a partner now, not a ghost promising a better life in 5 years. I told her, if I slow down, the dreams die. She says, I'm prioritizing money over love. Am I being selfish for choosing long-term legacy over the relationship, or is she right that the future isn't worth destroying the present?
See, it's funny. I seen a TikTok about that today. It's like it's the difference between men and women right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because men look at like, hey, I got to get this, make sure our future straight, or our business, or our bank account, I can pay these bills, I could do this. We ain't thinking about. We looking at stuff life totally different, especially with a partner. We thinking like how we could take care of and provide for your kids, our future trips,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. We ain't thinking about dates or whatever. You think that like girls think about dates, or is he gonna plan this date? We gonna do this or this? It's quality time we spend. Like he thinking about everything else, and that's like I think it's kind of the disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like as a man you can get lost in trying to worry about the future, paying bills, where this money coming from, taking care of your girl, your kids, whatever else coming as being that, your job, whatever. You can't get lost in that. You've got to throw her on the back burner because I'm worried about this other shit that's external stuff. And like, she need to, sometimes she didn't look at that. Like this man, maybe he paying all my bills. He paying all the bills in this house. So he trying to take care of me, the kids, buying us clothes, putting food on the table and all this. And so he ain't thinking about, let's go on this day. I'm not thinking about planning a day because I'm coming home after working this, he trying to get his business going. And he just not thinking about that. Like maybe you should plan a night out. Maybe he can too every once in a while.
Right.
Maybe just bring it up like, hey baby, like I know you're doing all this for us. Like I want to go out. Can you figure out something, plan something for us? Like something like that. And that'd be easy because clearly you see he got a lot going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta, or sometimes you just gotta, the dude too got something like, shit, I'm gonna plan. So I know we ain't been out in months. I've been working. She been sitting in the crib all day. Let me see if I can figure out how to get us going out, go get some drinks or something.
Yeah. No, when I saw he was 26, he got a long life ahead of him. And as partners going through that relationship, hopefully they have the same goals in mind. If that aligns and she understands the hard work that he's putting in, because it sounds like he's putting in some solid work, a 9-to-5 job. He's got some side gigs going on and a business. You know, hopefully that's making her life easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Hopefully, like some of that, he's not asking her to do a whole bunch. He's working so much that he's made life at home easier for her, and he keeps her, you know, the communication, everything open, and hopefully they're aligned. But they got to be aligned on the goals, man. If she's wanting a partner that is watching Netflix with her and, you know, running around town to all the latest, you know, food spots and having a good time, and he's in his let me get my money real quick and build this empire, that's just a disconnect that they may not be able to get through, unfortunately. He's 26 years old. I feel like he's got the right mindset, but maybe in the wrong relationship. You know what I mean? If they're not aligned on that sort of hustle, because that's the time to really do those sorts of things and get those things off the ground before you have kids and everything like that. So yeah, I would just say, man, hopefully he's taking care of her and all that he's doing and not putting her through the ringer of trying to do, you know, running her own business and doing all the other stuff and working jobs and everything else like that. Hopefully they have a good balance. But yeah, you got to find you, when you're like that, you got to find you a partner that's willing to go through that with you. And not everybody is willing to do that. And so that might be the disconnect over what way to go about it. There's multiple ways to be in relationships. You can hustle all the time and have a partner that's supportive of that and they're with you through those times. And y'all, at the end of the day, y'all sit down and eat ramen noodles and have a good time and laugh about the day together, you know. And then you got somebody else that might be like, I gotta be at the, you know, the latest restaurant and we got to be doing this and we got to be going to Miami together. And that might not be the person for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got to get somebody that's willing to do it. Because I work with people that lost their, you know what I'm saying, relationship, marriage, but just always working. Just working.
Yeah, it ain't for everybody.
And the spouse dipped out like, this ain't for me. Like, I need my husband to be here. I need my partner to be here.
Yeah. So no, it ain't for everybody. He's 26. He young. She young too.
Like, y'all sit down and have a conversation.
You gotta have a conversation and be like, look,
maybe you know what I'm trying to do. Like, if you just rock with me, you know, like the world is yours after this.
Right.
But I understand, like, you want this stuff. Like, sometimes you gotta just remind me, like, baby, I know you've been working hard. Let's go celebrate.
That's what I'm saying. You got to make that case, and you got to have that communication, and got to make sure he's taking care of her. You know, both in the communication aspect of her knowing for sure what it is that he's doing and working so hard for, and how it's looking, the progress he's making towards that dream. But also, you just got to make sure you're aligned on what the goals are, because she might not even care about, you being a big time millionaire partner. So she might just be like, I just want somebody to chill with right now in my life.
I'm happy where we are right now.
You know what I mean? That might be where she at, and you might have to be like, oh yeah, you're not on the same wave that I'm
trying to do this.
I'm trying to do something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like, and dudes, we as men, we do get lost. We get lost in the sauce quick sometimes. Like, just as men, like, shit, I need to make this money. I need to do this. I know we think about everything and then some. And just girls, like, sometimes we do put our girls on the back burner because we just thinking about. We just got a lot of shit on our plate. Sometimes you just have to hit the brakes and just take a minute and talk to your girl and see what's going on, see if she's happy. Just check in, do some weekly check-ins or something, or monthly check-ins and see what's going on, see if y'all happy, see what she need, or see if you even happy. Talk to her like, baby, I'm not happy. Then maybe y'all can make a decision.
For sure. All right, man. Do this last ask the fellas. I realize I'm a doormat. Damn. I'm the guy that always says yes, lending money, doing favors, and putting my own business on hold to keep everyone else happy. Last weekend, I was completely exhausted and finally told my cousin no when he asked for a favor. He flipped out on me, called me selfish, and cut me off.
Selfish.
Hey, it hit me that people don't like me. They just like me when they can get something from me. Am I wrong for wanting to completely go cold on everyone, or is it just the price of finally setting boundaries?
It's the price of finally setting boundaries, bro. You're going to realize, when you start telling people no, you're going to realize a lot of people just are users.
For sure.
You're going to realize like, a lot of people are users. Like, nah, dog. Because especially if they always just call you. If you just start waking up, you'll finally like, damn, you only hit me up when you want something.
Yeah.
And you tell them like, dog, just tell them one time, like, you never hit me up when you just, I told my cousin that one time, like, dog, you always hit me up when you want to borrow some money. You never hit me up to see how I'm doing or none of that. Like, no, I couldn't, ain't like that. Like, yes, it is, bro. Like, that's the only time you hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you know what I'm saying? Then, like, they'll stop doing it because, you know, you
They
brought it
brought it to their attention. Now they know consciously, because first it was subconscious. They like, man, I think I can get something from them. But
yeah, because you're always giving it to them. But like, dog, you know, you only hit me up when you ask me for some money. Then they gonna stop doing it. So just bring it up to their attention. Like, dog, you know, you only hit me up when you do this.
Yeah,
they gonna stop it for a little bit. They gonna definitely come back. They gonna try it again. But that's what they do. They takers. They ain't givers. So but definitely bring it up and you set your boundaries. Tell them motherfuckers no. Once you tell them no, they gonna stop asking after a while. Cause they like, oh, this nigga Ryan ain't gonna give you nothing. This nigga Prime ain't gonna give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Cause they know you tight wide on like shit. You wanna hang out? Cool. I'll come shoot the shit with you. But I'm not giving you no money. I'm not doing this for you, bro.
I like that. I like telling them what it is. Like, hey man, you know, this is, you think this relationship is me give you and you don't provide anything. Like, you know, that ain't what it is. You got to communicate that. You know, people operate from the subconscious, man. So like, they're not always thinking. You might think like, oh, he's doing this intentionally, but when you bring it up and now they know it, then they're like, oh yeah, you know, I am doing that. You know what I mean? So they try to, you know, adjust their ways. A lot of people, there's some people that's malicious.
Just our takers.
But a lot of people are just doing it subconsciously because they are in need. They don't have the money that you have. If you're doing it right,
especially doing like a little bit better.
If you're doing better than most people, you know, we're going to get that where people are going to just subconsciously see an opportunity in you and not be trying to abuse you, but just, you got it. You know what I mean? And I don't got it. So let me try to, you know, get it easy. And you got to remind them like, no, I work hard for this. You're going to have to work hard for it too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I ain't just the easy street over here.
Give you $20 every time you call
like
me.
You have to provide something $20 worth for me to give you $20.
Right.
It's an easy street over here.
Because avoiding their calls is not going to stop. Them type of people not answer their calls is not going to work. Them niggas they don't get the hint. Them type of people don't get the hint.
They don't get the hint, man.
You got to avoid and not answer their call. They'll call you couple back to back few times. They'll shoot you a text a couple times. They'll stop for that day, but they gonna hit you up, keep on going because they don't understand. They don't see you trying to ghost them, and they'll never bring you up. Like, damn, nigga, I've been calling. They're just gonna ask, like, can I get that $20?
Right. And the other thing I would say is, you know, you feeling like a doormat and everything. Like, only give out what you're willing to give. Like,
and don't expect that money.
And don't expect it back.
They ain't not.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. Like, if they asking for $50 and you giving it out, if you got $50, if you look at your expenses and everything, you're like, yeah, $50 ain't shit right now. And you give it out, then you just give it out. You ain't no way you can feel bad or feel like a doormat because you gave it out to somebody that you cared about and it wasn't hurting you, right? So you're not looking for it back. So to me,
if you're looking for it back,
I'm not feeling bad. But if you're feeling like dejected or damn, they used me or abused me or everything else like that, you probably do need to stop doing all these nice things. You probably are being guilted into these things and not doing them out of your own kindness and your own grace for people. You know what I mean? Even if you do have it like that, it sounds like you don't want to give it away. So don't. But like, if you have it like that and you give it out, it's gone. Mentally, you not looking for it back.
Don't look for
it's
it back.
Just done with.
Never get. I remember one time, like I said, once again, another cousin asked me, let me borrow $20. I said, cool. So I'll let you borrow this 20. I said, when you get ready to pay me back, I said, just keep the 20 because I know you're going to ask it for again. So that's another 20 you got again. So don't even worry about paying me back. Just keep that 20.
Yeah, flipped it in his mind. Yeah.
Just keep that 20 and that's the 20 I gave you again. So you ask. For real, I told him that.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
for real. I'll give you this 20. And you ready to pay
crazy.
me back, just keep that 20. And that's the other 20 you got from me again. So you ain't got to ask me again.
Yeah, I gave you $40.
Yeah, I gave you $40. There you go.
That was funny as hell, man.
Real shit. Like,
no, that's real though.
Don't ask me. Like,
that's real though.
Yeah, when you ask me again, keep that 20. You already got another 20.
But that's my thing, man. You know, boundaries, we kind of talked about a little bit, man, but boundaries and all that stuff, man. First, do what you want to do. You know, all these people aren't aggressive or attacking you. You're just allowing them to take more than what you're willing to give. And you just say, like, here, you want 20, you got 20. But that's what you're willing to give. Don't make a big deal about it. If they want 50, you ain't got to say, no, I ain't got it, bro. 50, you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do, bro.
Like, you ain't got it. Tell them you hurting shit. You hurting too. Like, I'm hurting too, nigga.
But you ain't got to go cold. You ain't got to get aggressive. You ain't got to do all that extra shit, man. You just got to learn how to just be you up front.
But it do get frustrating sometimes. I know you do get like, damn, nigga. I know it get frustrating, so you want to snap on them. Like, if you got to, like I said, just let them know, like, dog, you want to hit me up with this.
But it only get worse, though, man. As you go up and up and up, It only gets
Only get
more
worse.
and more
Mhm.
and more to where you have to be comfortable with saying no if that's what you want to say. You have to be comfortable either giving it away or comfortable with saying nah. You know
No,
what I
then
mean?
they talking about you. Then they gonna
Yeah,
talk about
and they
you.
talking about you and all that
Oh,
other
this
stuff.
nigga
But
think
that's
he better
the
than us. He don't hang around us.
that's the trajectory, right?
Shit,
Like
that
if you're
nigga-
outworking people and you're getting all these things in, the trajectory is you're gonna
think he
have
better
more
than us,
people
man.
that you got to say no to, and you got to be comfortable with that. You can't let that weigh you down to the point where you going cold and you got all these other things going on, man. Just live your life and say no.
Say no. Yeah, it's coming. It's territory. It's part of the family. Everybody deal with it.
Yeah.
Good luck. Hey, before we head out, man, I want to talk about that Gucci man shit. I know people online talking about Gucci saying he up there sweet and shit, like he was up there scared. I don't know, man. I seen the video. That nigga look like a G to me. Like, what can you expect from a nigga with, you know what I'm saying? Like, they came in there, rushed him with guns, asked him to get out the contract, and that
I
nigga,
saw that, yeah.
like, and he got him out. Like I'm saying, oh, he tried to leave, nigga
was
put out the
calm.
Draco on him. Like, he
was
wasn't
calm.
shaking. To me, a scared nigga would have been up there
was
blowing
moving.
snot bubbles out his nose
Yeah.
and like begging for his life.
Yeah,
But that nigga
nah.
like, shit, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do? Y'all pistol with me?
He
What y'all
said, I
gonna
already
do?
said what y'all needed me to
I
say. What
dropped,
else
you
y'all want me
dropped.
to
Nigga
do?
say it on the camera. Shit, you
Say
dropped.
you dropped,
man.
nigga. I already said that.
What you want? Let me go. Yeah.
He was
on some G shit. Actually, that
Yeah.
made that nigga like, oh shit, that nigga look dope. Cause that
Yeah.
nigga ain't scared. That nigga like a
He
G.
wasn't scared. I mean, he almost baited him like, if y'all gonna hit me, hit me. You know
Hit
what I
me,
mean?
shit.
Like I
Good
dare
luck.
you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't worried at all. So yeah, I'm with you on that, man.
shout out
Like,
to
I
Gucci,
don't know
man,
who
yeah.
said he was looking sweet, but
It's
he ain't look sweet to me,
Yeah, I
man.
feel like
It's the
that
only
nigga
thing you
like-
could do is look a man in the eye and say, look, man,
Shit,
y'all done said what you want
y'all
me to
came
say.
here, got what y'all want.
Y'all
I
got
gotta
what y'all
let you
want.
out.
You know what I mean? What you want me to say? You
what
pulling
you
out
want?
Draco and everything else
Them
like
niggas
that. But
I feel like they said them niggas, it happened so quick, they didn't know what to do. Like, say it again. I'm like
Yeah.
damn, what?
they thought that shit was supposed to be hard. They're like, damn.
They thought they
say
were supposed
it
to rough the
again.
nigga up,
Yeah.
pistol whip him a couple times, and that nigga's begging for his life or something.
Yeah.
Gucci done be like, hey, shit.
All right,
This ain't the
I
first
said,
time
what
I've
you
been in
want
this
me to say?
situation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Y'all
what y'all
niggas
gonna
got the
do?
recording. Y'all got everything
Yeah,
together. Like, shit.
yeah.
What y'all want me to say? Like, yeah, he handled
You
that shit
out.
like a G, man.
Yeah, he did. He handled that shit straight like a G. Shout out to Gucci, man. I know people saying he a snitch and shit, but that video made him feel like, hey, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they was
And I
recording
feel like that's
that
most
shit.
niggas
That
say
shit was
handle,
dumb
like, if you
shit. Like,
get
why
that
was they
situ-
recording it, though?
Yeah,
Like,
they got themselves in trouble.
that shit
That's
was
definitely dumb.
They got the nigga pulling out the gun and everything. Like,
And I feel like that's
that shit
like
was dumb.
you should handle situations like that. Like you show them you scared, that's when they're like, okay, then that's taking more advantage out of you, make you do some shit you gonna regret doing and stuff.
Yeah.
Show them you like, hey, you gonna do what you gotta, you gonna do what you do.
Yeah, he like, look, it's gonna end one way or the other. Y'all
Yeah,
got what
you
y'all
gonna let me
want.
go,
Y'all can do what y'all want to do at this point. But I
gonna
did
pull a
everything
button
I
on
could
me.
do. I did
Yeah.
everything I could do.
I let you go.
to you know
drop.
do with this. So
Yeah, but hey, that's it.
we got the rant, man. Heavy on your mind, man. We got it, man. We getting it
Yeah,
in.
hell yeah. Chevy's ahead, man.
Heavy's ahead, episode 23. We didn't even shout out to Jordan, man. It's only 123 out there, man. I know LeBron tried to wear it for a couple days, but
Shout out to Jordan.
shout out to MJ, man. The real
Shit.
23.
4th of July. This episode gonna drop during the 4th of July week, man. Have a safe holiday. Be safe. Don't blow your fingers off. Don't be up there holding them M80s
watch,
and shit. Give them some
Y'all tune into Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, man.
Don't blow your fingers
But
off
don't
during
go to
the
New
4th
York.
of July,
And
man.
don't blow your fingers off like my man.
The America 250th American holiday. You know?
Yeah, don't
Shit.
be out there supporting.
Don't be shooting y'all guns out there, man. Bullets flying and blowing people windows out and shit.
Be safe, man.
Be safe.
For real. Heavy's Ahead podcast.
Watch out for motorcycles. We out.